welcome to day 11 of New Zealand Call of War campaign. And as you can see today, there's actually been quite a lot of progress. I'm happy to report. So I hope you all are well out there and that you're having a good day. And tag along for the ride. As you can see by my research window, we are on day 11, and what's coming up next, day 12, which is in, soon, is battleship level 4, submarines level 4. So those are techs that are important to New Zealand, being the naval power that we are. We're almost finished with the highest level of interceptors, so we should construct a few of those. And I guess we should catch up with tactical bombers. We don't have any tactical bombers. Oh, and of course naval bombers. Yeah, these are taking 16 hours, 19 hours, 1 day, so that's 25, 26 hours. So the researches are starting to take a very long time. That's a little bit about the research. So, a recap. What happened? Since last we spoke, the Indochina Navy tried to retreat up here towards their home countries, but my naval bombers managed to catch them up here by Singapore, and some submarines were along here, and he hadn't quite made sure diplomatically and militarily that he was strong and secure enough to secure his new conquests in Indonesia, and his naval forces were defeated up here, and he lost quite a few units actually, 2 carriers, a battleship, and cruisers and destroyers. And then he was a bit daring and tried to pass between next to my island here with some ground troops, and he should probably have gone around or at least out in the middle of the ocean, because I always missed him. But he skirted the coast here, and I found I think 6 ground units unescorted, and they were sunk by submarines. And now we've taken out 2 tanks on Celebes, and I haven't seen... Oh yeah, there were a few airplanes here in Pontianak that were actually severely damaging some troop transports that I had unescorted, so I'm a bit careful too. But finally I managed to gather my fleets up and took the airbase because it was undefended. And now we're taking Brunei. Oh, Brunei's taken, yeah. So Borneo is soon to be in our hands. Yeah, we took another city here, and it has a naval yard in it. I thought that a rocket battery escaped, but anyway, it doesn't seem like he's defending a lot here. So during the night, my navies neared his coast to see, and he had a couple of battleships here, and a cruiser, destroyer, not that much. And now we're gonna move up here towards Hiku on this island. See what's happening up here. It honestly looks like Indochina hasn't a lot of defenses in its own countries. I'm expecting him to have some border troops up here that will return to attack me later, but for now I'm happy to just scoop up some there. Look at Puyen here. It has, well, it's his home province. It has a level 5 factory, so I'm hoping to be able to hold this. Probably with naval support, maybe I can do that. So the war against Indochina is going great. Of course, we probably feel a bit bad about being overrun, but if you have a large, aggressive, a large neighbor, you need to secure a diplomatical connection with him, or you might ending up being attacked in Call of War. that's just the nature of the game. A bit of an unpleasant surprise here was that Pakistan took Muscat, which was my intended target. And not only that, when I landed here, the AI nation of Saudi Arabia actually declared war on me. I think I've seen that happen a long time ago, but the AI apparently doesn't like me landing here. So now I'm desperately trying to eliminate Doha with my one old level 1 battleship here. This is of course just a small expeditionary force that I have in this area, and oh wait, I thought I was at war with Saudi Arabia. Yeah, I don't feel like going to war with Pakistan, so I'm just gonna try to grab cities inside Saudi Arabia. This is not going how I expected. I was glancing down here at taking Madagascar and having that huge capital with all its resources and a town to start producing stuff, but this part of my imperial ambitions is a bit in risk of a setback. So we'll see what we can do here. But anyway, don't expect too much of this. I might actually be overrun and have to retreat if Saudi Arabia actually sends its entire AI army down here. Because even though it's AI, he might have the 15 starting infantry and a couple of forces he built, and that's gonna be really hard for me to fight along with Doha's forces. But maybe I can set up a defensive force here in Doha and somehow fight them off. Anyway, so far Pakistan has left Ceylon alone, so that's the western theater operations. Now let's examine the eastern. Colombia is still keeping their forces. It's only a single tank and a battleship, so I parked a submarine, and I hope that if they declare war and try to snag these islands, maybe they'll walk into a trap. But also maybe it's just a bit inactive and don't care so much about this campaign. You know, I'm semi-allied with Americas. And South Mexico is on a staggering 780 points, and even more impressed. Oh, he actually, I think he was over 500 units earlier, I think. So he actually lost some forces somewhere, I don't know. He seems to be very inactive at the moment. With 780 provinces, his resource income will be huge. I got an update that he's technological, the most advanced nations, which is tech. He's at 11%. I am at 6%, so he has twice the techs I do. But I am the second most technologically advanced nation in the world. So that means if you don't use gold, I am actually the most advanced. But obviously he used gold. Unfortunately, I ran into a Micronesian cruiser here and lost an infantry, so I have to send a new infantry from New Guinea to start taking over their provinces here. But it's not the end of the world. Seems actually that I, for some reason, have two battleships going up here, along with a third battleship here. So all in all, I am kind of putting together a naval force that will be able to kind of, oh, what's this? Another Colombian battleship. He sure is scouting me out, isn't he? Well, I should probably write him something. He has offered. That's not an offer I'm willing. You like my islands? Yeah, it's just it's a kind of it's a bit impolite to park battleships here when he's apparently allied to Mexico as well as I am. I might write Mexico something about it and tell him to, you know, take a hike or something. Yeah, I'll think about that off camera. Um, right. Other than that, I don't know what my plans are. I obviously will try to uh, do my best to successfully fight Indochina in the continuation of that war. But now the easy part is over. Advancing inland in Asia, I don't have the ground forces to do that really. I'm very weak on the ground. So, I think I actually just stay here on the coastline line, and yeah, that's probably what I do. I should probably send a naval force around Singapore and over here and secure Rangoon, Chittagong. Dhaka is not a port harbor. Because I think these days, well, I know these. Wait, can you build a naval base in any old province? Local port? Wait, can you? I don't think you can produce exactly. No, you can only produce navies in cities now. So my long-term goal is to control as many harbors as possible, because even China, look, here, China has 1, 2, 3, 4 naval bases or harbors, ports, where he can build forces. So if he were to go to war with me, he could only produce 4 ships at the same time, whereas I have, an unlimited amount of harbors. Even Pakistan has 1, 2, 3, 4, now 5 ports. Not a huge amount. So my long-term goal is actually kind of controlling the Pacific coastline and limit the amount of harbors. Maybe if Korea goes inactive, I will take a gander at Japan. We'll see, we'll see. But that is a couple of days away. And for now, the coastline of Indochina is my goal. Yeah, let's see how long that is. That is almost 15 minutes. Well, I made this report a little bit longer because I felt that I had actually quite a few progresses to show. Um, I am setting up air bases now first in Kuala Lumpur and maybe, well, and as soon as in 36 minutes my Interceptor 5, well, these are gonna take like a day to produce, so I really need to, now I understand why you need high levels of factories or production facilities, because the low level units, they are very fast to produce, a couple of hours, but then when you get up to level 3 and 4 and 5, they take like 24 hours around. Let's see what a naval bomber takes to produce. Even though this is a level 2 aircraft factory, it takes 16 hours to build one naval bomber, so it's a very long time. And I am at 0 rare materials, which is needed to build factories. So yeah, New Zealand is pretty strong, but 1.5, you have a need for basically every resource. The only resource I have a surplus of is food and fuel. And look at my manpower. I was at 0 manpower, but now I'm actually increasing those a little bit. So I think I need to take a look a little bit at my production. My production. I might build some more ground forces and send them, you know, to Southeast Asia. Also maybe upgrade the infantry here, defending New Guinea. Okay. So I hope you like this. If you do, subscribe, follow, and tell me what you're thinking about Call of War and the campaign so far. And I hope you're being safe out there and are enjoying your preparations for Christmas. So take care and have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.